be doing a relationship advice video, but before we start, I wanted to announce, if you guys have been watching our videos, you already know, but if you're new, we are doing a giveaway once we hit 50 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe and share and tell a friend. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question, well, I made a list of 12 questions that are relevant to this advice. So yeah, so number one, how can you tell if someone is really with you for the right reason?
They're consistent with the way they act around you. Like, they show that they genuinely care, or that they want to be around you or talk to you or whatnot. Not that fake stuff, you know, that some people do, like dudes do just to have sex or something. I don't know, it's something you just gotta feel. I feel like you just have to feel it, and you will tell, you'll get the vibe from the person. I guess that's just how I think it is. Yeah.
Well, what I think is, you can tell somebody is with you for the right reasons by, I guess, the things that they say. Like, if they're texting you and all they ask you is questions like, I don't know, where are you at, or you want to link up, or stuff like that. Well, I don't know, coming from a girl's perspective, that's what boys will say if they just want one thing. Okay. Number two, how do you know if you are in love?
You can go start. You start with that.
I guess you know if you're in love if, I guess that's the only person you want to be with, if that makes sense. Like, if you can't go a day without thinking about somebody, or if you can't go a day, like, if you feel sad or whatever without them being there, I guess that's how you would know if you're in love or not.
I think, let me see, like, yeah, sort of what she said, but at the same time, like, you genuinely care, and, like, you really,
What are you looking at?
I don't know, like, you do, don't worry about it. You genuinely care, and on the lowest key, like what she said, it's like kind of being obsessed with that person in a way. Like, you just really want that person. That person is damn near always on your mind, basically. And yeah,
I'm always on your mind,
I guess.
Yes.
So, yeah, I guess, yeah, like, caring about somebody, like, even over the littlest thing, like, they can be like, I don't know, like, I'm cold or something. You be like, oh, you know, I don't know, some sweet little stuff, I guess, or something like that. Or, and if they say I love you, you have no problem with saying it back, and you really mean it, like, so I guess, yeah.
Okay, so number four.
You just keep
number three. When is the right time to say I love you? I guess you first this time.
Right time? I don't know when the right time is. I can't, time period wise, I can't put a right time on it. Cause you could love somebody a month after being with them or something. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the right time is when, I guess, both of you feel like it's the right time. Like, you both really, really mean it. Like, I don't know, like say one person says I love you, but the other one don't really feel that way. I mean, you may love them, but I don't know. I guess it's just a mutual feeling between y'all, if y'all really love each other.
Well, basically, like he said, there isn't like a date. Like, there's not like a specific amount of months. It's kind of like you have to feel it. Like in the question before, you can kind of tell when somebody's in love with you, like, just by the way that they carry themselves. So if you feel like you feel the same way about that person, and you almost 100% sure that they feel the same, then I don't see a problem in saying it. Even, I'm not gonna say like a week into dating, because that's just weird, but if it's been at least a month and nobody has said it, I think it's probably safe to go ahead and at least try and say it. But yeah. So question number 4. How do you get over arguments?
You started.
Oh. Well, I think everybody has a different way of dealing with arguments. I think the best way is just to let it go, pretty much. Of course, everybody needs space every once in a while, so I think the best thing to do is, before things get too far, even if things have already got far into the argument, it's up to you to be the bigger person and say, hey, I need some space right now, or I think you should take some space right now, and let's just wait until we both like in the right mindset before we start talking again. And then after a while, just let it go. But you,
I guess it's just depending on the person, how to get over it. Because some people take stuff differently. Some people react to things differently. But yeah, I guess it is mainly just about somebody stepping up and being the bigger person, basically. Somebody has to be the bigger person. And if both of y'all just being petty, then they're just never gonna stop. So yeah, so it's up to somebody, or if not both of the people, to step up and just be like, yeah, that was petty. Like, just have to be grown up in that situation and understand that you have to put some petty feelings aside.
Okay, so number 5 I made kind of because we're both in college. I don't know if anybody else is in college, but yeah, we go to 2 different colleges, so this question is about that, basically. So number 5 is, how do you remain faithful in long distance relationships?
For me, it was easy, I guess. Again, I guess it's just depending on the.
Sorry. I don't know what that was.
Just depending on the person and how you are. Like, I know for both of us, actually, it was hard being away from each other because we really be missing each other a lot. So, but
Miss me?
yes. So being faithful, I don't think it's just having self-control. I believe, like, you have to. First off, if you're gonna be in a relationship long distance, like you have to know, like, okay, this is what I really want. If you're going away from each other and y'all feel like y'all gonna stay together, y'all just have to know, like, this is what if y'all agree with that, that's something that y'all really want. So being faithful, I guess, is just a commitment with staying in a relationship, because if you feel like you can't be faithful, just cut it off. I don't know, just self-control. Just, you gotta control yourself. Just know how to.
Okay, so what I would say about this is, I feel like there has to be some type of, I don't want to say there has to be, but I feel like, I don't want to say anything wrong, but I feel like there has to be that trust there first. Like, I feel like you can't just jump into a long distance relationship, if that makes sense. Like, you have to already build trust and with that person and already know that person in and out before you can go into a long distance relationship and think that it's gonna last. You can't, like, meet somebody, I don't know, I don't want to say that because that's not true, but you, period, point blank, you have to have trust in that person. If you don't trust that person, then you're constantly going to be thinking, oh, they're out doing this, they're out doing that, and then that's just gonna mess up your mind. But for you personally to stay faithful, I would say don't get yourself in any situations where you think that you may slip up, or you think that something bad is gonna happen. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't go out doing God knows what with God knows who, because that's gonna get you somewhere that you should not be. So you just gotta keep focused on things that are gonna keep you in check. First of all, you have to have love for that person, because if you love the person you with, that's not even gonna cross your mind. You're not even gonna think about it. But if you're not really sure, like, don't do it. Just stay away from it, period. But number 6, what is the most important thing in a relationship?
Why you looking at me? That's on you. I just asked you the last one first.
I thought I did. Oh, no, I did. Okay. The most important thing, like I said before, is, I would probably say trust. Because, like I said before, if you don't trust that person, then you're going to constantly be thinking that they're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. And that's just going to make the relationship fall apart right there. And another thing is communication. If y'all can't talk to each other about anything, then y'all don't even know each other. So that's that.
I agree with those things, but I say also, like, knowing who you're with, like, communication, and I guess if y'all communicate, y'all gonna know who y'all really are. But yeah, you gotta know who the person you really with is, in a way. Like, just talk to each other, communicate, I guess, and build that trust. And when you know who that person really is, y'all gonna be good. Like, you gonna know what they about and how they are. So y'all can go smooth, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Is it normal for couples to get tired of being around each other?
Yeah, that's normal.
You tired of me?
That's completely normal.
You tired of me?
I can understand.
You tired of me?
Hey.
You see, I ain't answer the question.
Anyway, that's completely normal. You shouldn't. I don't know how to. It's normal. The other person may not take it as that. They might be like, "What? Like what you mean?" But it's normal. You can get tired. It's not. Let me not say you tired of being. It's just that being in a relationship, I feel like sometimes can spend too much time with your significant other. So there are gonna be times where you need to yourself or to some friends you got or whatever. Just you gotta have time away from each other. So that way you build up more, a closer bond with each other. Because being together all the time, I don't think is completely healthy. Just all the time, because y'all gonna get tired and y'all gonna push yourselves away from each other. So there's gonna have to be times where you're away from each other. So yeah.
Did I go?
No.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, like he said, basically when you get into a relationship, especially like the first few months, you eat, sleep, breathe that person. Basically, you with them 24/7, like. Because you just want to be around them. And it's understandable to want to be around somebody, but at some point you have to say, okay, we don't need to be together every single day of the week. We don't need to we don't need to hang around every single day. So of course you're going to get tired of anybody if you're around them 24/7. That's anybody. You're going to need to take some time to yourself. Everybody needs time to themselves. Nobody wants to be around the same person every single day, every single minute of the day. So that's understandable. So I would say if you feel like, but if it gets to the point where you're like literally sick of seeing that person, you really don't want to be around them, y'all probably shouldn't be together. Because being in a relationship, you're going to have to get used to being around them a lot. So yeah. Number 8, how do you balance your relationship with your other friends? So me personally, I would say I'm bad at this, but it's really about having friends that understand, because obviously when you're building a relationship, that relationship is going to take time and it's going to take effort, and your friends may not understand that at first, and that's normal. You may even lose a couple of friends because of it, but you really have to find a balance, even if it's only seeing your friends once a week or just making sure you text them at least. Then that's what you have to do. You can't just abandon your friends. You can't just say, oh, I got a boyfriend or a girlfriend now, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to ignore you. You still have to make room for them, because it's important to keep up those friendships too. Because think about it, one day you're going to get older, you're going to want to get married to that person. And if you don't have any friends, nobody's going to be in your wedding. Unless you're just going to have all family. So you have to think about that too.
For me, I don't know. I don't have no problems with it. Just because I'm a dude and like...
Y'all don't need to hang with each other. Y'all ain't that needy. Y'all can text each other every now and then and be okay.
So for me, like, yeah. I've never been the type to... Well... I've never really been the type to need to hang around friends, or they want to hang around me. It's always something where I can just, like, they ask me, they understand, like, I don't know, boys are just more understanding. I text them, they call me or something, be like, what you want or whatever. I'm with my girl, be like, all right, go ahead, do you. So it's not like an issue. So I don't know, I guess you just, if you really have a friend and they like really your friend, I guess you just talk to them. They should be able to understand. Of course, I guess with girls it's gonna be harder, but like, friends should be able to understand if they're gonna be your friend, especially if you got somebody that you really care about that's more than a friend. So they should be able to understand. I feel like just talking to them and letting them know. But yeah, I guess this isn't really much a problem for dudes more than it is for girls.
Okay. What to do if you think your boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating?
Just ask somebody else. Confront them. I wouldn't say go off somebody's never ever go off somebody's word. Don't ever. I don't believe in that. Only, I don't know. There gotta be some exceptions unless they like, nah, no exceptions. I don't care how close that person is to you, because they could just be hating on y'all relationship, or they could just want to have more time with you, so they want to break y'all up, or this, that, and the other. So if somebody tells you, just ask your boyfriend or girlfriend, your significant other, confront them about it. I'm pretty sure once you're deep in a relationship, you can tell if somebody's lying. So if you ask them and they seem iffy about it, and you can just be like, all right, they're lying, then it's up to you how you deal with that. But other than that, just confront them about it, ask them about it.
I think with this situation, I think you gotta find proof. Maybe just because I'm a girl, that's what we do. Investigate. There's always, if somebody is cheating on you, and you feel like somebody's cheating on you, there's always a reason. And I just feel like go with your gut feeling. If you even have the slightest of thoughts, okay, this person might be cheating on me, 9 times out of 10, you may be right. So I would say investigate. Like you said, don't go off anybody's word, because they could just be lying to you. But investigate. And also with the whole asking them, they're most likely not going to tell the truth. Honestly, they're most likely not going to tell you the truth, because why would they? They're already cheating. They don't care. So really, you have to do your own investigation. That way you have proof. So if they even try to lie, you can come at them with something like that they can't even deny. Because most likely, if they say no, you may be too in love to see it. You may be too blind about love to see that they are cheating on you. But yeah. How do you get your boyfriend or girlfriend to respect you? So I would say respect yourself first. If you can't respect yourself, then how do you expect somebody else to respect you? But also at the same time, if they care about you, they should respect you regardless. So yeah.
I feel the same. Just let them know, I guess, you're serious. It's the same thing she said, I guess. There's nothing really different.
I'm smart. I'm knowledgeable. Wise up here. Anyways, what to do if your boyfriend or girlfriend is pressuring you to do something?
I don't know.
I never pushed you.
I really don't know.
Well, I would say stay true to who you are. Don't let anybody tell you to do something you don't want to do. Because at the end of the day, if they want you, they're gonna want you regardless. If they really care about you, even if you say no, they're not gonna leave you. So that should be that. But anyways, that's question. What's the hardest thing about being in a relationship? I would say, is it my turn or your turn? The hardest thing about being in a relationship, I would say dealing with other people's personalities, other people's backgrounds, because everybody isn't raised the same. So you have to really take into consideration like how they may have come up, or the experiences they may have had, because the experiences they may have had in life could be totally different from your experiences. So yeah, you really just have to, it's just, the hardest thing I would say is really adjusting to somebody else's lifestyle, adjusting to their mindset. So yeah.
That, and I feel like also like learning, I'm not gonna say learning to deal with them in life, but like I feel like more like some things about you are gonna change when you're with this person. Like this is natural. Like I don't know, I guess like working on each other's problems. I'm not gonna say problems, but like one person, you've been doing something your whole life, or not even your whole life, for a minute now, and then you meet this person that you care about, and they want you to like stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like some things I feel like it's just hard to like get over. Like,
I'm laughing because like, I know what you're talking about.
It's like, man, I've been doing this. Ain't really been no problems with me doing this until now. All of a sudden, it's a problem. So it's like, I guess that what she said and what I just said. I feel like those are the hardest things, because it's like, man, at the end of the day, you kind of gotta change slightly who you are. You may not do that one thing that you used to do as much, or you may just stop. But yeah, I guess that's.
Okay, so that is going to be the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video, because once we hit 50 subscribers, we will be doing a $50 giveaway. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you